Hi everyone. Today we will discuss the questions from the matrix based category. Okay. Now in the matrix, this is the first time I'm making some video. So we have, let's say, print matrix in this spiral order. These are the three questions which I picked from the matrix. This is means in our first target, I want you to check them out because I have seen in few interviews interviewer asking me the question about the rotator matrix by 90 degree. So that is the important question. I have asked one candidate the print matrix in the spiral order. So these are the important questions you can say. So I thought let me cover them. Now before that, okay, what we are doing here as part of the data structure series. So in the data structure series, our first target is to complete 75 questions. Out of 75 questions, 30 questions are from array because array is the most important one and array has lot of categories actually. So I have picked few categories so far. Let's say searching. Okay, first category was searching. In searching, I have made videos. You can check that out. You can check that video. In that video, I have discussed about the linear search, binary search, time complexity of both, and which one to use when. Next, very important is two pointer. Two pointer is the most important one for the interview. In the two pointer, I have made two videos. Please check those videos as well. Now let's move to the sorting part. Sorting is one of the most important one. Searching and sorting are the actually most basic thing of the data structure. If you don't know these things will be very tough for you. Okay. So there are two videos already available on the merge sort and the quick sort. Now today our focus is on the matrix based questions. Okay. Now these are the three questions we'll discuss. Our target for today's first two questions. Print matrix in the spiral order and rotate a matrix by 90 degree in the clockwise. Okay. Yeah. So let's jump to the first question. What this question is all about. Here we will have input, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Output will be, so we will print the matrix in the spiral order. So first we'll get first row, then the last column, then the last row from right to left, then first column from bottom to up. Do the same for the inner matrix. So 6, 7, 11, 10. This is the output which we are expecting. Okay. So let's think about the approach, how to do that. So first of all, what we can do, we will just print the first row. Okay. Second thing, we'll print the last column. Okay. We'll not print the 4 this time. We'll print the last column from second row. Now print the last row, and this time we will start printing from the second last column to the first column. Now print the first column from second last row to second row. Okay, that is the logic. Same we will do for the inner loop. Okay, so let's directly jump to the coding part. Okay, we'll not waste the time because we need to discuss two questions. So let's say we'll take one matrix. Okay, matrix will be like, we will take same matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our second row. Third row will be, let's say, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, fourth row will be 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, this is our array. Now let us take the row. Row is the number of row in the matrix, so we can get it from matrix.length. Column will be nothing but the matrix of 0.length. So we got row and columns. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to print the first row. What I want you to understand is, you just need to learn how I'm thinking about the question. Okay, what we have seen, first of all I will print first row. Okay, I don't know how my code will work, but what I know that first of all I will print the first row, then last column, last row, first column. Let's do that. So I want to print my first row. Okay, for printing the first row, what you can do, you can run the for loop. Okay, or I can just take one variable, let's say I. Okay, I will be 0, means 0th row, that is the first row. I'll just run the loop. Okay, let's say I will just run the loop. In the loop I'll say, let's say k variable. K will be 4 columns. Okay, k will be 4 columns. So what is the first column? So for the column also, let me take the j, which is 0. Okay, so I will run the loop on from the first column to the last column, which is this one. Okay, k plus plus. I hope it is clear. Okay, so I'm just running the loop j0. J is the first column to the last column. This is the thing. What I want to do, I just want to print the first column. So let me do that. Matrix of what is I? I is the, we already have taken one variable I, which will be the first row, and k is the variable. What we will get from this loop, what we will get from this loop, I will get the first row. Okay, now what you want to print the last column, but I told you here that we will not print 4 this time. Okay, because 4 already came in the first row, so I need to start the last column from the second row. Okay, so our this variable I is denoting that which row you are at now. So I need to increment it, because right, what I want to print from the second row. So I will be now at the second row. You want to print the last column. Okay, let's say we'll take the, okay, now I want to run the loop for row. Okay, so second row to last row. Last row is this one. All right, I hope everything is clear. Let me, now our row will change. So first variable is the row, second last column. So we already know what is our last column. Now one thing, here we are not having a variable for the last column. Okay, so let me take one variable for the let's say j end. Okay, I'll take the one variable for the j end. It will be nothing but the column minus 1. Okay, so here I'll just use the j end. Perfect. J end is nothing but the last column, so this is fine. Now what you will do, you will print the last row. Now you will not print 16 this time, so your j end should be j end minus 1, because we want to start from 15. So let me do that. So first of all, what I will do, just decrement the j end. All right, now I want to print the last row from right to left. So rightmost column is denoted by j end. Okay, and k should be greater than equals to the first column, which is nothing but j, and k plus plus. All right, I'll just, now which row it is? It is the last row. So for last row, how to use that? There is no variable. Let's declare that I end. Okay, I end is nothing but the row minus 1. Okay, so here I will mention that last row, and k is the column which we want to print. I think, oh, here we are decrementing, otherwise it will never end. Cool. Okay, now last row is also printed. Now what you want to print? You want to print the first column, but you want to decrement the value of the I end, because you want to start from 9. So let's decrement the I and value by -1. Now what you want to print? You want to print the first column, which will be starting from the last row, which is nothing but I end. That will be greater than equals to I, okay, and k minus minus. Here a column will be fixed, which is first column, which is j, and the variable will be, okay, so column will be fixed. That means this will be fixed, and first variable, which is row. Okay, now first column is printed. You want to move the j, which is first column, to the second column. So we need to increment the j. So our outer loop will print. Okay, what we will get from this one? 1 2 3 4. Okay, sorry, 1 2 3 4 8 12 16 15 14 13 9 5. This is the output which we are expecting. Okay, can we quickly try it? Okay, so are we getting the output or not? So we are getting 1 2 3 4 8 12 16 15 14 13 9 5. So that means outer loop got printed. Now you want to do the same logic for the inner matrix also. So can I do one thing? Think about it, what I'm doing. I know, okay, what I know, these are the 4 variables I have defined. When you will reach the end, when your I is less than I end and your j is less than j end, okay, till that point you want to do it. Okay, equality also, yeah, because that element will left otherwise. Okay, so if this is the case, you will keep printing the things. Okay, let me just move the code to, is it looking better? I think. Okay, so what I did is I just apply one condition, that whenever my I is less than equals to I n, that should be there, right? Otherwise your I cross the I n, that will never end. And j is less than equals to jn. That is the one thing. And anything else? One second. We are incrementing I. Okay, we are decrementing the j. Oh, perfect. Let's try to run it. Absolutely great. So previously till this point we got, now inner matrix 6 7 8 11 15 10. Oh sorry, 6 7 11, oh 8 6 7 8 we got. So something is wrong. Okay, 6 7 8 we got, then we got 11 15 10, 11 15 10. Some random output we are getting. Okay, something wrong we had done. Let's try to figure out. So what we are doing, we are printing the first row. First row is nothing but the I, which is 0. Absolutely great. Column will be first column to the last column. Okay, so here I did one mistake, right? It should be the last column, which is j end. Here also it should be the last row, which is I end. Okay, you got it, what mistake I did. So it should be the I end. Let's try to run it now. Okay, so we got 1 2 3 1 2, oh something that should be equality, buddy. Yeah, why you are doing a lot of mistakes today? I think okay, it should work now, so you can check it. After 5, this is the first matrix we got. Second will be inner, which is 6 7 and 11 10. 6 7 11 10. Okay, so this happens actually whenever we are doing the actual coding. We will see the lot of mistakes we can do, but you need to think about in the interview also. Just relax and think what can be the wrong in the output. And once you will traverse one by one, you will see the problem and you can easily fix it. So this is done. Now my favorite part is about the time complexity. Time complexity of this algorithm will be nothing but we are running two loops. So row multiplied by column, where row is the number of row in the matrix, column is the number of column in the matrix. Space complexity will be constant because we are not using any variables. It will be of 1. That's great, yeah. Okay, let's quickly jump to the second question. So first is done. I will update this target for today to the discussed in the next slide. Okay, now second is rotate a matrix by 90 degree in the clockwise direction. This is a question. I think you have solved it, maybe you have done it already. If you haven't done it or you want to know how to solve these kind of questions, please check out this video. It will really help you. And make sure, please watch till end. You will be very happy, okay? Because sometimes solving a problem is not a bigger deal, but how to approach the problem, how to come up with different solutions, that is very important. Okay, so what is the question? We need to rotate a matrix by 90 degree in the clockwise direction. Okay, so let's say we have 1 2 3 4, same matrix I took. Once you will rotate it this way, what you will see, this is the output which we are expecting, means 13 9 5 1 will become first row. Okay, similar to that, your second column will become your second row. You can see 14 10 6 2 from top from bottom to up, I'm saying. Okay, this is the input, this is the output which we want. Okay, just pause the video and think about the first solution which is coming to your mind. So the first question which is coming to my mind is, what I'm seeing here is the first column became first row, but in the reverse. Okay, so I will take one matrix. Okay, in that matrix I will copy the first column from bottom to up as the first row, second column from bottom to up as second row, and so on. I'll get the answer, right? So problem is done. So why we are discussing this question then? Think about it. Do you think that interviewer will ask you that much simple question? No. Okay, so why? So what I was saying, first method which came to my mind is, we'll take another matrix, we'll copy the content from the input matrix to the output matrix, and we'll get answer. The problem with this approach is space complexity. Because time complexity, we need to traverse the matrix. Completely agree with that. But when we talk about the space complexity, here we are taking one extra matrix. Now if you will, okay, so what I'll say, if you're going for an interview, if you will take this approach, your interviewer will ask you, hey, I want the solution which will not take any space which will not take any extra space. Okay, so now your problem increase. Okay, your problem will increase. Think about it now. Try to think about the question. Okay, so you can stop, you can pause the video for some time, you can think about can we improve it somehow. All right, let me discuss the second approach, which is very important. So in matrix, in I think 10th or 12th class, we have discussed about the transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix is nothing but swap the element ij with ji. So you can see, let's say this is the matrix A1 1 1 2 1 3 up to 3 3. So transpose of this, you can see A12 we have swapped with A21. So A12 came here, A12 came here. Similar to this, A13 and 31 will swap, A32 and 23 will swap. So transpose of a matrix is nothing but swap the ij with ji. Okay, now so let us apply the same transpose on our input matrix. So you can see in the slide, our input matrix is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now just swap the ij with ji. So instead of 2 we will get 5, and instead of 5 we will get 2. Similar to that, we will 3 9 will swap, 4 13 we will swap. Okay, so you will get this particular matrix: 1 5 9 13, 2 6 10 14, 3 7 11 15. Okay, this is the matrix which we got. But what was our output? Our output was 13 9 5 1 was the first row. What we are getting? We are getting 1 5 9 13. Wait. Okay, did you see something? Let's think about second row. Here transpose gave us 2 6 10 14. We are expecting 14 10 6 2. Don't you think they are reverse? Okay, so if we want the reverse of this one, so first step is transpose is done. Now second, let us reverse the each row. So if you will reverse this matrix, transpose matrix, you will get 13 9 5 1 in the reverse order, 14 10 6 2, 15 11 7 3, which is the output which we were expecting. So we are done. Two-step question: transpose and reverse each row. All right, so this is the two-step method, and you got the answer. Time complexity will again be row multiplied by columns because we need to traverse the matrix. Space, we are not using any extra memory this time. We are modifying this same matrix. Okay, let's jump to the code. We'll not waste the time. So I have written the code already just to save your time, because otherwise our video will be too long. Okay, so this is the matrix, rotate matrix by 90 degree in the clockwise direction. So we have taken this matrix as the input. Okay, first I'm just printing the matrix just to show you the input and output. Okay, this is fine. Now step 1, transpose of the matrix. Step 2, reverse each row, and then we got the answer. So print the rotated matrix. Now in the transpose, what we are doing? In the transpose, we are not doing anything. We are just doing the swap I and j with j and I. So there is one method I have written. You can pause the video and think about the code. Just go through the code one by one. You will understand. So transpose is nothing but, for each ij I have written one method, swap. So what swap will do? Swap will swap the element at ij with element at ji. You can see, very easy code. So this transpose is done now. Okay, now we want to reverse each row. So for reversing each row, you can apply the simple logic. This is the if for each row we will run a loop, and for reversing the row I will just run the loop up to the middle column, and first column I will swap with the last column, second column with the second last column, and so on. So there is one more swap I have written, because here I need to pass the 4 parameters. ij I want to swap with the in column minus 1 minus j. So ij and ab, very simple that. And for printing, you know how to print the matrix. All right, let's quickly run it. We'll see the things. So 1 second. Our input matrix is, this was the input matrix. Once you will rotate it in the clockwise by 90 degree, you will see the 13 9 5 1, 14 10 6 2, 15 11 7 3, and so on. So I hope understood. We have got the solution what we can do. Okay, and this is the, I think, one of the very good solution you can. Now you will say, hey, do we have some other solution also? Yes, if you will think about the problem, what I will do, I'll give you one assignment. Okay, see, whenever you are learning the programming, you are learning the data structure algorithms. Okay, if you got the one solution, okay, so don't think that, hey, we are done. If you really want to master the data structure algorithm, you need to think about, do we have some other approach? Can we solve it somehow else? Okay, so there is one more method to solve this problem. Okay, I want you to think about that. The only hint which I can give you is, you need to use the swap operation. Okay, you need to do the swapping between few elements, and you will directly get the rotated matrix instead of transpose and all. This is the one hint I am giving you. One more hint I am giving you is, if you will come here, okay, just check out the input and output. Just check out for some time, okay. What we are getting is one move to the here, one move in place of 4, right? 4 moved in place of 16, 16 moved in place of 13, 13 moved in place of 1. Don't you think this is a kind of cycle we have seen? 1, 4, 16, 13. Just swap these 4 in the cyclic order. Okay? This is the hint I'm giving you. Think about the other inner elements, the matrix. Okay? Try it out. If you are not able to solve it, do not worry about that. If you want me to cover the third method also, you can comment out, you can ping me in the Instagram. My Instagram ID is mentioned in the description of the video. Okay, I will make the video if you are not able to solve it. Okay, so do not worry about that. Now, what is left in the matrix? In the matrix, the third question is left, which is find median in the row-wise sorted matrix. So in the next video, I will cover this one. Stay tuned for the next video. Till then, enjoy. And if you like my content, please like, share, subscribe. It will give me huge motivation because I need to put a lot of effort to create the videos. Okay, thank you everyone.